Now this is 200 feet here, so if you divide 200 into thirds, what is it?
It's like 66.
About 66, 67 feet, right? So as he starts to get about 65 feet out, he's going to take a look back, and he's going to make sure that he's cleared the bed. Okay? He's going to pull it just to sit there. He feels a slight tug. He knows he's there. He's going to yell clear, and he throws the loop. Okay? Now, what he did is he looked back, he made sure that all this hose was cleared out of the bed, and then he made sure his loop was clear. So that's what clear means. He took a loop back, he felt it tug, he did a double check, it's clear, threw his loop to clear it, right? And says clear. Okay, now, he could just start running over there, right? Well, he could, right? But it might make a little more work for him. So he's going to head past his point, and he's going to whip it down there. And that's going to separate his line a little bit, okay? So everybody walk down this way now.
Yes, sir.
Now, as he comes back, he switched where his nozzle was, okay? He just switched his shoulder, so then he doesn't have the nozzle and the loop on the same shoulder. He just put it on the other side. And that's what we meant by don't take it too seriously. Now, he's got a 50-foot coupling, a 100-foot coupling. Don't have my back to the apparatus. 50, 100, 150. Okay? Which one's he going to grab? 50, 100, or 150?
The 100, sir.
The 100, why? Because he's going to take half of his hose with him. If he pulls the 50, he's only taking a third of it, not even a third of his hose, and the rest he's dragging it, right? If he takes the 100, now he's got at least half of it on one shoulder, half of it on another, and now he can start moving out. Now he's kind of working a little smarter, and his line's not getting tangled. So he picks up his 100-foot coupling, and he starts going to his fire, or the door, the entry door for the fire. Now, as he gets over here, hold up right there. He could walk directly over here, right?
No. Well, he could.
Throw his lines down.
Yeah.
But now, look at which way his lines are, and look at which way the door entry is.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that?
Yes,
so
sir.
pulling it around this threshold, or this wall, is going to cause a lot of friction, and make it more difficult, because you're working harder, not smarter, right? So, instead of doing that, he's going to go past his entry point. Come over here, guys.
Come on.
So he walks past his entry point. He's trying to stretch all this hose out behind him that's still connected to the engine. So he knows it's there. He drops his coupling. He continues past it a little bit. Separates his line out. Okay, now everybody step to that side. Okay, now he comes back. He's got two choices. He could grab his 50-foot coupling again or his 100-foot coupling. Either one, it's up to you. Because it'll all end up to be the same once you get it to the door. Okay? So, he's going to choose his 100-foot coupling again. He's going to walk it up to the door here. He angles over to the right here a little bit to kind of get it up and in line with the door. He sets his nozzle down, bail shut. Nozzle down, bail shut. Puts his coupling near the door but away from it. Now his last move is to go back, grab the other coupling, and bring it up towards the threshold of the door.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so do you guys understand that?
So,
now
yes,
if you look at it, his nozzle is this way, and his flakes or his railroading is towards the engine, correct?
So, yes, sir.
If he had it the other way, as he made entry, it would cross his line. His lines would start to cross over, creating kinks or spaghetti. So right now it's laid out in a nice manner, so when it charges, it opens up without any kinks. Can you guys see how that would work right now?
So, yes, sir.
Okay, do you see how many steps it took him to get over here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sometimes you have to go a little further than your point of entry in order to pay out your hose a little more so it's nicer at the entry. If you start with spaghetti here, you're going to have a screwed up operation on the inside. Or you're going to have a screwed up operation before you get inside because now the line's charged and you have knots or spaghetti out here with twists. You don't want a bunch of twists and folds in your line, because as you pull it, it could cause kinks, which does what to your water supply?
It reduces
Shuts
it,
it off,
sir.
right? Or reduces it significantly. So we lay it out nice and neat prior to, so that way we know we don't have kinks or a reduced water supply once we make entry. Okay?
Sir, yes, sir.
Now, he could have grabbed his 50-foot coupling and brought it up with him, and then his 100-foot coupling still would have been over there, and then he would have walked back, grabbed the 100-foot coupling, and brought it over. Do you see how that works?
Sir, yes, sir.
So either one. He decided 100 and then walks back and grabbed his 50. It worked out nice for him. He took a second, once he straightened it out a little bit, to look and say, if I grab that one, it's going to pay out nice. Because if you have hose laying on top of hose, you better figure it out, or you're going to pull a knot straight through and then charge it that way. Okay? So it's laid out nice and neat. Now he's ready for what?
Call for water.
He's ready for entry, right? So his first thing he's going to do, pick up his nozzle in his hand, get insight with the engineer of the engine if possible. Water! Hold his hand straight up, nice loud call for water, correct?
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay, now, it's either going to charge fast or it's going to charge slow, so there's a couple things. While he's waiting for water to come, what can he do with his nozzle?
Oh,
No, he doesn't have water yet.
make sure it's completely shut, sir.
Make sure it's right to fight,
Okay.
right? We're checking our nozzle. So, we automatically just turn it to the right. That doesn't mean we turn it left, turn it right, flow water, left, right. No. We're checking the nozzle, making sure it's right for fight, because that's what we know we want. Okay? Now, he has water. The line charges. Now what's he going to do?
Bleed it out of the work zone,
He's
sir.
going to bleed it away from his work area, so he steps over to the side a step, bleeds his line, and bleeds what out of it?
Air, sir.
Air, but he's also making sure that what? He has
There's
water to the point of that nozzle, so if he makes entry and he has to squirt right away, he's going to have immediate water and not a bunch of air.
Sir,
Okay?
yes, sir.
So, bleeds his line out, okay? He knows it's right for fight. Now what's he doing?
Get the hose in between. Oh, then he's gonna
Okay?
shoot the upper right.
There's something else that might take importance.
PPE, sir. Check for PPE.
He's putting his PPEs
on,
on, right?
On him and his partner, sir.
Him and his partner, right, because you go in pairs of two, or at
Yes,
least
sir.
a team of two, if not more. So, he checks his PPE, he checks my PPE. We're set, ready to go.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now what's he going to do?
He can crack the door open. Oh no, hit the door, sir.
So
Spray the
he's going
door.
to check it for heat. There's two ways of doing it. Back of a gloved hand from bottom to top. If you don't go from bottom to top, then you didn't do it correctly. You guys understand
Sir,
that?
yes, sir.
Okay, why not an ungloved hand?
You can get burned,
Because
sir.
if it's hot, it's going to be burned. If you get burned, you're not going to make entry, so you just put yourself out of the game,
So, yes,
right?
sir.
Okay, so check it, or one or the other, not both. He takes a quick burst to the top of the door, right? If you see steam come off of it, especially on a metal door, that's the one I would choose. He knows where the heat is, right? As the water drips down, steam will come off, and you'll see kind of where your heat level is.
So, yes, sir.
Okay, so he's done one or the other. Now what's he going to do?
You're gonna crack the door open, sr.
Okay, he's going to try before he pries. Okay, this is unlocked, so he's going to crack his door, but look where his body positioning is.
Away from the door,
He's
sir.
shielded by this wall, right?
Yes, sir.
So if anything blows out of here, flames, smoke, whatever, a burning body comes running at him, he's safe, correct?
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay, if he opened it here, would he be safe? No,
sir.
he's going to eat it right in the face. So, he uses the wall as shielding, if possible. It's not always going to happen. He uses the wall as shielding, and he cracks the door. Cracks it a little bit and lets it equalize. By equalize, we mean the pressure. Pressure on the inside versus pressure on the outside. Okay? If he just has heavy fire blowing out by his hand, what can he do real quick?
Close it, sir.
He can close it if possible and roll away. Roll behind his shielding area, right? Okay. If not, he lets it equalize. The smoke level will come down to a certain level and then it'll stop. Okay? We're not talking minutes of sitting here. We're talking 30 seconds roughly while it equalizes.
Sir, yes,
Okay?
sir.
Once it equalizes, he clears his door, meaning he opens his door all the way. If the door has a tendency to close, you might want to chalk it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you can use what?
Oh, you can use
Spanner wrench. Remember we talked about that.
You can use
Spanner wrench, wedges, or a Halligan tool, or
the
something
little
to
golf
wedge it,
picks or
okay? So
whatnot.
we wedge it open, and now he's ready to make entry. Prior to making entry, he's going to put his ear towards the ground, looking inward, not on the ground, but towards the ground, and he's looking for 3 L's. And 3 L's are
life location, and layout,
life,
sir.
layout, and location, right?
So, yes, sir.
Okay, so he's looking for life first. first of all, he's looking at the layout of the room that he's going to crawl through to find the location of the fire. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. As long as you say those, we're good with it. But I like to think of them as life. In my head, I think life first. I think layout because I got to crawl through it and I got to know how to get back out if something goes wrong. And then I look at location of the fire. Okay?
Sir, yes, sir.
Remember that slide I showed you yesterday, right?
Sir, yes, sir.
No property is worth a life. Correct? So,
Sir, yes, sir.
he wants to know how to get out. Life, layout, location. As he looks for those, he's ready to make entry. So is he going to stand up and make entry?
Sir, no, sir.
How's
Low
he gonna
profile
enter?
position, sir.
Low
profile
keeping a low
position.
profile, right? Staying low and looking at his environment and what his fire is doing. Any questions on making a door entry?
Sure, no, sir.
All right, make a door entry for me real quick.
Sir, yes, sir.
You've already pulled your line. Now make a door entry.